I mean what I said when I said that there were individuals who decided that this was what was going to happen in terms of the expulsion, etc. And it may not have been a common desire, you know, making a parallel, it may not have been a common desire. However, I grew up in politics. I grew up in the ANC. I grew up in activism. It's part of my blood. It wasn't a decision taken by anybody. There wasn't anybody. I didn't confirm my activism or my political commitment through membership. I didn't. I'm not obligated. I took a conscious decision. That's who we are as individuals. We decide what we want to do. So there's nobody who's going to take it away from me, because nobody decided for me. It's not about an individual. So we don't have to go back to whether it is Sihle. You know, I grew up with Sihle, so we don't have a strange relationship. It really is about my appreciation for this moment. And I think it's a moment we must capture. It's a moment we must capture. For a liberation movement to go back, look inside of itself and say, are we going to lose what not we struggled for, but what generations have struggled for, to keep this ANC, to keep this, to win this democracy. It is a pivotal moment, and we must respect it. And I respect that, and I want to leave it there. You're thinking very hard. I will vote with my heart, and I will vote with when I left the ANC, I said that we want to go outside so that we can try and fix it from the outside, because we couldn't. There was no space, there was no tolerance of ideas, there's no engagement. You know, someone said something, it must happen that way. And I believe that a lot of people have this sentiment that it's the romanticism of the liberation struggle is over now. So does that mean that it must be killed? And my vote will always remain committed to the true Marxist-Leninist movement.
Which is that movement?
That movement will define itself between now and 2019. It will either unite itself and unite its people, or it will divide itself and its people. I think currently there are two contestants that I'm aware of. One is a woman and one is a man. The man I'm not fascinated with. Not because he's a man, because of his tainted character and his tainted decisions and his compromise, the manner in which he's compromised our people. I respect and admire a woman who's able to define herself for who she is, not within the character of an individual that she's associated with, but to prove that she has stripes that she's earned and she has fought for. And It's not about feminism, it's about honesty. You know, I wrote an article about the fact that it took 99 years for the ANC to come to a point where there was a woman who could contest, a woman. And when women started in the ANC, they were mobilizers, campaigners, caterers, and until today, you see it in a lot of political parties. When there is need for food, there's a woman who is saying, go and check if lunch is ready. That is, you know, it's not in the constitution, but it's an unspoken language. Global politics are showing us and have shown us that there is a fear. It's an emasculation of what is transpiring in terms of not only gender contestation, but what about the contestation over resources? The bigger picture is that our politics can't be defined by the contestation over resources. You'll sell your soul in the process. You'll sell your people in the process. You need to raise the bar. And the bar is being raised by the ANC. The ANC is saying that we are now in a space where we can choose between a male and a female. They've proven that here is a candidate